Hi, this is Chris. This is Aaron.
This is Ryan.
This is Josh.
And we are Valley of the Sun on United Rock Nations.
Salut à tous, donc je suis avec Valley of the Sun en direct du Hellfest qui viennent nous faire un superbe concert matinal. So how guys, how are you? You just went out of stage, so how was the show for you?
I think it was the best show I've ever played in my life. It was fantastic, yeah.
Really?
Oh,
Why?
just the stage sounded amazing. The crowd had energy and it was so full. I think it's the biggest crowd we've ever played to. Like, it was best show ever.
It's not because you're in France that you say that.
Well, France is my favorite country. Like, no shit, not lying. I will one day move here. So, I love it in France.
So this is the first time you play at the Hellfest, at the Valley. You are Valley of the Sun. It's like a coincidence. So do you have the time to visit the place, or will you take the time to visit the place, see some concerts?
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna hang out as long as possible. So, yeah, we'll be here all day today, and probably part of the day tomorrow, and then go back to Paris and hang out in Paris for a day. You know. So.
And so you released a new album, Old Goat. What can you tell us about this new album?
Well, firstly, I didn't play on it, so I can't answer those questions.
Everyone thinks that he did. Like all of the reviews, they say that Josh played guitar, but
So what happened?
he wasn't in the band yet. So he's new. Yeah, he's a new guy.
So what do you think about the new album?
Yeah,
Oh,
Josh.
I love it. It's great. And I really enjoyed playing it.
It seems that you have a lot of how can I say, a lot of joy to play on stage. I saw the show just before, so you're really on it.
Yeah, I love moving around. I can't stand still. And especially with the energy on stage and with the crowd like that, it's tough to not be very energetic, you know. I was really, really happy with that overall.
I think the new album, I mean, when we start writing, we have like an end idea. Like with Volume Rock, we knew we just want to make a really good hard rock album. And that was our focus. And on this one, we started off more like, let's kind of go back more to like the stoner kind of roots from the earlier stuff, and maybe a little bit darker, more psychedelic, add some of those things. I really love the album. I'm really happy with it. I think it's my favorite album that we've done. So yeah, I really love it. I love the packaging it comes in. I like everything about it. So I'm very proud of it. I hope people dig it. So
You can.
This one, as opposed to like Volume Rock, which was, Volume Rock is a record where you can pick any one song and listen to, right? It can just be, on random, right? And there it is. There's whereas Old Gods is meant to be consumed as an album, and we did the packaging that way. We did like the song order, the song titles, like everything about it was meant to be like one cohesive piece of work, So I think it's best listened to on vinyl for that reason. But we definitely wanted it to be a journey, right? So
A really good journey. And on this album, what are you exploring through all the songs thematically?
oh gosh, concepts regarding such a hard question.
I know.
it's heavy.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff just about just the nature of existence, death is a big part of it, but also like being in the moment, and there's a number of references to I've been more eloquent about this before. There's a number of references to things being what they are, and that all we can do is like ride the wave of existence, right? So yeah, I don't know. I don't know a better way to put it right now. It's escaping me. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think?
As far as a theme, it seems like there's a lot of spirituality, not necessarily religion, but also kind of tongue-in-cheek in a sense. Like, I mean, obviously a lot of the song titles reference, different faiths, but
Faith is for suckers. So it's saying like none of us are like religious as far as like Christianity or anything, but I think maybe more Eastern religion is like kind of the theme of things, and yeah, like this acceptance of this is what is, deal with it. I mean, yeah, you can't, it's hard to change much of it, live without regret, you know? So.
There's always been like an element of positivity to to our songs and to our albums, and we try. I guess as the lyricist, like I try to give people something that's uplifting, and and also help them like I don't know. There's so much negativity in the world, and and there's a lot of negative music too. But to just like give something that has a positive flow, and that you can listen to and be like, all right, everything's cool. This is a good day, like just get out in the sunshine and put your shades down and, yes.
Turn up Old Gods as loud as you can.
Yeah. So.
Roll your windows down.
Yeah.
Because the music it's sometimes dark, but the rhythm there's a lot of energy on it. So we have it's not it's like positive music through the music, the rhythm, and that's really that's great.
Yeah, we try to keep it uplifting. There's also been like throughout the course of our records, there's been a lot of references to nature. It's almost there's like what is it, pantheism, or is it pantheism that I'm thinking of?
Multiple gods.
Yeah, well, but more like almost just like this worship of nature, of existence as a whole. There's not this, we reference this thing and that thing, but at the end of the day, it's just about just the continuity of whatever this mystery is that we're involved in, because nobody knows what the hell it is. People say that they think they know, and I think that's like the ultimate way to, like the ultimate art is art that expresses like the human condition, which is like, we're a bunch of like sacks of rotting meat, like just kind of like milling around on this like rock floating in this void, and we've tried to figure out what it is, but we still don't know. We think we're so advanced, but we're not. We have this, and it's whatever it is, and
But Hellfest is
It
like
should-
the best part of it.
it is. But I mean, this is an example of a pinnacle experience, right? Like, and peak experiences are what make life interesting and what make it worth living, right? So, I don't know.
Going back to the concert, so you just announced that you will tour in Europe and in France. So we are happy to see you again really soon. Do you like playing in Europe, and what is the difference between USA and Europe concerning the?
I will We'll be positive. Here, I think we played a festival in Germany yesterday called Freak Valley, and I was talking to Josh and Chris about this. Is me and Chris smoked a big fat joint, and I was standing there looking at people, just watching the people. And in Europe, music is a way of life for people. Like, people want, like if you look at a guy over here, you can see, like, when he's not here, he still looks like this. You know he's into rock and roll, you know what bands he likes. In the US, we don't have that anymore. Like, music isn't a big influence on people's lives. So I don't think they care as much. They don't show up. If they do, the audience is never as excited and rowdy. Here, since it's a way of life, it's like, this is such an important thing in my life. People want you to know, and they're excited to be there. And I think that's the big difference. Is here, just the music is more important to people. In the US, it's not as important. So,
unless songs have already gotten, or artists have already gotten to a certain point, it's very tough to come up, and especially the coastal regions, I think, too. I mean, really, even the Midwest, all of it. But yeah, it's just cool because so this is my first time in Europe, and it's Chris' first time too. And to see when you play a show and when the audience gives you energy, you want to give it back. You want to give more, and that's tough to do when, I mean, people come out and see shows, and there are a lot of people in the States that appreciate music, but it's just not as much. Like, and even the people that do, there's just not that energy. You know, that energy today was incredible, and you just want to give it back. You know, and you need that as a musician, because that's your way of life too. That's something that you love. So seeing all these other people love it as much as you do is really awesome.
You succeed in give us back the energy this morning. So and you play really early. So sometimes it's difficult to wake up everybody, but I think that
we didn't sleep. We didn't sleep last night, so we were already awake and ready. So not everybody, but I don't know. I think we try to write our set, the first couple songs, to be, you know, like good rockers, to kind of get people charged up and going. So I think that's the key. You don't want to start slow. You want to start with your foot on the gas.
And talking about festival, what do you prefer, your own concert or festival? Because when you are at festival, sometimes people don't care on what you do. So what is the best thing for you?
Oh, I would do this every day of my life. Yeah. Festivals are so much fun. It's fun to, I mean, you get to meet a lot of other bands. You get to meet more fans, I think. Like here, there's thousands and thousands and thousands of people. So you meet a lot of people. At your own show, there's a few hundred, so less opportunity. But then also when we tour, usually we're the last band. So once we're done, you know, the people who work at the club want to close up, and you have to get out. Here, we finished up, and we get to hang out, we get to drink, and yeah, it's great. This is getting, because now we get to have the fan experience. Like, we get to walk around and watch bands that we like and have the fun. So I think this is more fun. I mean, our own shows are great. I love them, but this, getting to like also be an audience member, I think is my favorite part. So.
And do you plan to see some bands here? And which one? Refused. Refused?
Yeah.
Which one?
I mean, Uncle Acid. Sorry? Uncle Acid. Yeah. That's a good one. You know, Fu Manchu, if I can make it, if I'm not blacked out by then. I might still be here in body, but maybe not in spirit. We'll see. I might just be passed out on the lawn somewhere. I'm not really sure. Yeah. Well, you know, we got these drink tickets, and we thought they were for one drink each, and then we found out we could get one pitcher each, and we each have 5 drink tickets. And I had said, guys, I'm going to be blacked out by 7. And then I found out how much beer we get, and I was like, oh, I had to revise. I said, no, 4. I'll be blacked out by 4. So, well, I don't know what time it is. I'm working on it. So, but no, yeah, like those guys for sure. Kiss, as much as I hate them, would be kind of cool to see. I'd like to check out Carcass. Like they're probably my favorite death metal band. I don't know.
Is ZZ Top playing tonight?
Tonight, yeah. ZZ Top, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
I think we'll be gone by then, probably.
I can't even keep track. There's so many bands.
Okay. And what is your best memory of festivals and the worst?
This right now, this is the best. This is the whole thing. I mean, there's a blood fountain behind us here. Like, you can't beat this. And the worst festival experience, which we played a festival, like stages this size and everything in the Czech Republic. And we were headlining a main stage. And there was like a Czech polka band right before us. And it was a fucking sea of people. And they were loving it. And we're like peeking through the curtain and we're like, this is going to be amazing. There's thousands of people. And then the other main stage, like when they stopped and we were setting up, another polka band started playing on the other main stage and everybody went there. And we played like one of these main stages to make 30 people. It was embarrassing. It was awful. I mean, the festival was great, but just when you're psyched and you think, oh, there's 10,000 people, and then you go out and you're like, there's less than 100. Like that was the worst. I think it crushes your heart a little. Right.
So do you have another memory, different stories, or?
I mean, the first Freak Valley that we played was awesome, which was actually the day after that. We played the Czech Festival, and then we had to drive 13 hours overnight to get to Freak Valley because we were playing early. And there was like a scheduling issue, so like we ended up having to be early and on the side stage. But we had a great crowd and we had a lot of fun. When we did it on no sleep, much like today. So, and the awesome thing about that, I mean, it's that shit's really hard, but the awesome thing about it is that when you have to push that hard to do it, you really have to dig deep on stage for that energy and like to have something to give to the crowd. And it's exhausting, but it's also a peak experience, right? It's incredible. So
you find out how much you can actually do. Like you really, your grit shows, when you can do that after not sleeping.
So, and do you have a festival you dream to play at?
it was this one. Yeah, this was a bucket list item for Aaron and I.
Yeah.
So
Now I want to do like Vakken, and like Pink Pop would be great. Any festival. I mean, I think the festivals are so much fun. So if we could just do like a summer of festivals.
Sign us up.
Anybody who's watching that puts on festivals, call us. We'll do all of them. Yeah, every festival. They're so fun.
So thank you very much, guys. I hope to see you soon. So in France, in Paris, in October, if my memory is good. So thank you. Enjoy the festival and see you soon. Bye.
yeah, you'll see me blacked out somewhere out there.